So I bought my S10 few months ago. I'm one of those people who actually prefer to have smaller phones. So when Samsung released the Note 10, I was quite intrigued because this is the first time Samsung is actually releasing a smaller version of the Note. I've always, was kind of intrigued with its S Pen capabilities and the extra features that the Note provided. It kind of stood out compared to the rest of the phones out there. So I did seriously consider actually exchanging my S10 with the Note 10, and I did some research, and I thought I'll do a quick video on my findings, and hopefully it will be of use to you as well. So let's check out the major differences between the S10 and the Note 10. The first major difference, and I think the biggest major difference, is the S Pen. Now, S Pen is the stylus. It's the only phone in the market which has got an S Pen, right? And there's lots of raving fans. People who use it actually love it very much. I personally found it kind of a little bit cumbersome to use. I don't know. It's a personal issue, but I think people who figured it out and people who use it, they love the S Pen, right? And I link a video in the description below which actually goes through a lot of the features that the S Pen provides. So I was pretty impressed by the way that they use it. So if you figure it out, it might be a productive tool for you, right? So S Pen is the biggest feature between the two devices. And the other major difference, that if you are a user of the DeX feature in Samsung, now Samsung has got the desktop feature, right? If you have the phone and if you connect it to a monitor via the HDMI port, you can actually get a full desktop environment, like similar to a PC or a laptop on your TV. It's useful for office applications. You can do spreadsheets on the full screen, or you can watch media on a full screen. So it's pretty cool. I've some other videos made that talks about the DeX feature. Now Note 10 has got this extra feature where you can connect it to your laptop, Windows 10 or Mac laptop, and you can get the same DeX feature on your laptop as well. They've made a software for the Windows and the Mac machine, which you don't have in any other Samsung devices. And Note is the only device that's got the Windows or the Mac client for the DeX feature. So if you're a DeX user, this might be a big consideration to consider Note 10. So let's look at the other major differences. There's no headphone jack, but they provide a USB-C headphone, so this is not a big deal in my opinion. There's no SD card. This might be a big issue for people who uses a lot of storage, especially if you take 4K videos. Your storage might get filled up really fast. The display resolution is lower in Note 10, but when I compared both devices side by side, I didn't really notice the difference. The quality and the picture quality is really good in Note. You probably wouldn't even find the difference in resolution. Plus, I think they did it on purpose to increase the battery life on the Note 10. Now for the other minor differences, I won't go through all of them one by one. You can pause this video and check it out. Note 10 does get a small incremental upgrade over the S10 in most cases, including the screen size, the battery size, and also the battery endurance. The Note 10 actually lasts for about 92 hours over the S10, which is about 72 hours. The two big positives that goes for the Note 10 is the S Pen and the Windows and DeX, which the S10 doesn't have. So the two differences that I think that the S10 has over the Note is that it's got SD card capability and it's got the headphone jack. The price difference is about $50 in the US and an additional $8,000 in India. I got the prices from Amazon.com and Amazon.in. For that extra price, you're actually getting more features. So I don't think it's a bad buy if you are if you are upgrading from an older phone. and you are kind of intrigued about the S Pen feature, I think it's not much of a price difference to consider going for the S10. But I guess you found the differences, and it's up to you to make that decision. If you found this video to be useful, I will really appreciate a like and subscribe. And also do check out my other videos on Samsung DeX features. I've done a couple of in-depth videos. You might find it useful if you're new to DeX. And thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.